Let love explode and bring the dead to life. A love so bold to see a revolution somehow. Let love explode and bring the dead to life. A love so bold to see a revolution somehow. And now I'm lost in your freedom. In this world I'll
Ready? Hello there, I'm Kim.
And I'm Melissa.
And we're gonna help you circle back to God. Okay, so on Mondays we did one on divorce rates and we tried to put a flip on it to help keep your marriage intact. Today we are concentrating on children. We are going to do the teen violence and teen challenges. And I'm not talking about the challenges that kids face with homework and stuff. I'm actually talking about challenges people see on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, what other ones? YouTube. There's so many challenges out there. There's fun ones, then there's dangerous ones. We're gonna be doing the discussion on that today, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
First, we will pray for our youth. As always, please pray with us. Lord, thank you so much for allowing us to gather and do this once again. Thank you for the sunshine we had on Monday. Thank you, I should actually say Sunday. Thank you for the rain to help grow the flowers. I pray for the youth in our country because, yes, one day they will rule, they will be leaders. So I pray you teach them right from wrong, teach them to be godly, to love one another, and to possibly get a little bit smarter on things they end up doing. So in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, because our youth are going to be our leaders.
Right.
Unless me and you end up trying to lead somehow. I don't want to be president. No.
Imagine if we lead. Oh boy, there goes the world.
Yep. So we are going to start out with the teen challenges. And if any teens are out there, do not take any of these. Don't do them. These are very dangerous. We do have fun challenges in here, so if you're bored, listen to those ones. So the first one is the duct tape challenge. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. My awesome cup. The duct tape challenge. This is where a person will duct tape another person to a pole so they have to break free.
And this one is the cinnamon challenge. A person will take a spoonful of cinnamon and swallow it without taking a drink of water for 60 seconds. The person will end up with throat and respiratory issues, including choking and potential collapsed lung. This is because the cinnamon is caustic.
Yeah, and
it's not a spoonful of sugar like Mary Poppins says.
Exactly, and why would anybody want to,
I know, exactly. Why would they want to choke?
I don't know. And if you see the videos on these people doing it because they are out there, why would the kids think that would be fun?
Exactly.
The next challenge is the choking game. This has been around for a while, but now teens are getting into it, and it is what it sounds like. A person will strangle themselves to reduce oxygen to the brain, causing the participant to faint. Sometimes it can cause death. And I don't see that fun either.
Either do I.
If you want to have enjoyment in life, ride a roller coaster.
Exactly.
Play a sport.
Play an instrument, Do like us, a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. And a safe one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car surfing, like they do in the movie Teen Wolf. Car surfing is where a person gets on the top of the car and the other person will drive while the person is on top of the car, and they'll act like they are surfing. Sometimes this can be on the hood or the bumper as well. If they get hit, it is most likely that the person on the outside of the car will die.
Yeah, and I can just see that happening too. I watched a show, and this reminds me of this. It was in the 90s. They had the show called Rescue 911. And there was a girl that was car surfing. Her babysitter was driving, and what happened was the babysitter stopped really fast, and the girl fell off. She ended up underneath the car, and her knee was up in where it was hot, and the skin was just melting off.
Right.
So it is very dangerous. Even if you don't die, there is so many injuries. So don't do that one. Now, not saying any kind of surfing is, because if you go to an ocean or whatever, that, just also be safe, because my one cousin almost broke her neck from surfing. So, yeah.
I have no balance whatsoever. I do random gravity checks.
I like to knee surf on those knee boards when we go to the beach and stuff. If there's waves, I'll do that. So that one's pretty fun. Then this one is the salt and ice challenge. A person will put salt in their hand, and then they will grab a handful of ice. Okay, so imagine salt here and then ice. And what happens is it burns. If you think about when you're putting salt on your ice outside and you hear that crackling.
Right.
Could you imagine putting that in your hand and holding it? Yeah, they have to hold it, and it can lead to second and third degree burns. And I think what they said too is the longer you hold it, that's the winner. Whoever holds it the longest. It's
right. What's the point in that?
I talk to my kids. Okay, I have 2 teenagers at home, and they're like, who would even want to try that? Yeah, my kids are like, really?
These two are gross.
Yeah, very gross. Yes, very, very gross.
Butt chugging and eyeballing. This is a challenge that has happened with teams as well, involving a person to take a funnel up to their rectum and pour alcohol into it like an enema. Blech. And who likes an enema? Not me.
Not me.
This causes severe alcohol poisoning, tissue damage, and death.
Yep.
Eyeballing is where a person takes alcohol and pours it in the eye socket. This causes irritation, swelling, cornea scarring, and blindness. Hello, people.
Yeah, and with the whole butt chugging, the reason they're doing that is because they can get intoxicated quicker. But you know what? I don't even see why they would want...
Exactly.
Could you imagine the pain? I mean, like...
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and I'm like... Oh, I didn't want to put that one on here, but I believe it's very important to have it on there because it is going around. So, pray for our youth.
Yes.
And talk to your children about these challenges and tell them that they're not safe. You know, well, like I said, we have fun stuff for them to do too. So the next one is trunking. This is where a bunch of people will load into a car, but there won't be enough room for everyone, so one person has to ride in the trunk. If there is a car accident, the person in the trunk will surely die. So, yeah.
Vampire biting. This is where a person will bite another person. They call this love bites. The worst than hickeys. The risk includes HIV, hepatitis, and infection at the bite site.
Why would anybody want to be bit?
I don't know. And they used to be a big thing too.
Yeah. Now, see, nibbling, guys.
Right.
Nibbling's different than biting. We're talking about like literally getting into the skin.
Right.
You know. Hickeys are actually dangerous too. A lot of people don't know that hickeys cause blood clots. And the reason it does is because when you're sucking on skin, it brings the blood to the surface and it will clot there. So you have to be careful. The next one is kind of gross too. I don't even know if but I'm gonna. It's condom snorting. Where people come up with these, I don't have an idea how these came about. I guess
they're really bored.
Very bored. So a person will take a condom and snort it into their nose, okay, and and it has to come out their mouth. This will cause choking and possible death.
They have a lot of time on their hands.
And the research I was doing says that the winner is the one that doesn't choke.
Well, obviously.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. These people need help. They need attention. They need something, because why would you
not the
stick
parents, you
No.
know, 'cause there are a lot of parents who work and do a lot of,
and maybe they're hanging out with neighborhood kids and they're sitting on the living room floor and saying, hey, you know what? My older brother has condoms in his room. Let's go get one and, see what we can do with it. Now, I gotta tell you, when I was younger, we never did anything like that. We froze them and threw them at people. That was our fascination. You know?
Exactly.
Putting them in your nose? Ugh. Could you ugh.
Now,
Anyway.
another one is the Tide Pod Challenge. This involves biting a pod of laundry detergent. This causes chemical burns and kidney lung problems. What did they do? Look at it and say, hey, this looks good, let's bite it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for one, I know that challenge came out because people were, saying, hey, try this. But that one, they actually had to lock all those up in cabinets and stores.
Right.
Every store you go into now, it's like, well, I don't know if they do it anymore.
No.
But when it first came out and the challenge was there, they had them locked behind glass.
Yes.
You had to ask somebody to get it for you.
Yep, I remember that. And now they just have childproof locks on them.
Yeah. And I don't know. Some of those childproof locks, teenagers can get into.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
they're not thinking about the teenage challenge. They're thinking about, like, BJ's age.
Right, exactly.
I'm pretty sure my 16-year-old, if she wanted to, could figure out how to open that.
Yeah.
That was the first one I talked to my kids about when it was first prevalent. And I'm like, would you ever do this? They were like, Mom, do you think we're that dumb? I was like, just checking. The next one is the Blue Whale Challenge. This is 50 challenges over a 50-day period. Each challenge gets worse in the days that go by. So it will start off small, then actually end in suicide. And this will be like the first one will be, go tell your brother he's a butthead. Okay. Or something like that. And then each day will gradually get worse. And then the person will say, okay, now it's time to off yourself on camera.
Right.
It started, I believe,
Russia.
Yes, Russia. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, it started in Russia and ended up getting over here. It is not as big as it used to be, but I think it still might be out there. So just watch your kids, see what kind of stuff they're into. And I'm not saying, it doesn't hurt also to check their history on their, iPhones, their computer, smartphones, tablets. Check their history to see what they've been watching. If you suspect something, My kids just watch on YouTube. It's mostly funny videos on fails going wrong. They watch people doing their own video games to get ideas. Reddit stuff where people will write in and say, stuff that's happened or funny jokes even.
Right.
So I my kids mostly watch their stuff in the living room, so I can usually hear what's, going on. So
the Charger and Penny Challenge. This challenge, teens take a phone charger and plug it into the wall, leaving just enough space to show the exposed prongs. They slide a penny down between the wall and the charger, causing a short with sparks. There are two problems with this. You can die from electrocution, and 2, the building can go down in flames.
yeah, I don't understand why they're thinking. I don't get it.
Neither do I. It's like, didn't they learn?
Fire safety? At all?
Exactly.
And these can be from, I think the ages from these were like from 10 all the way up to like 18 years old for these. Some of them aren't college age kids, like the butt chugging and stuff like that. But most of these are young youth, and you got to watch the signs, and see what they're up to. I just pray for our youth because,
Yes.
like I said, they're gonna be the ones leading this country in a few short years, and they're the ones eating Tide Pods.
Oh, goodness.
Then there's the fire challenge, which goes with that. This is where a person will pour rubbing alcohol on parts of their body and light it on fire, and of course, then this can cause serious burns. I actually had a friend's brother do this in front of me when we were at his house alone, and I was freaked out. And I was, at the time, I was 15 years old. So it even happened back then. But yeah, I never knew it was a challenge. I just thought he was psycho.
Right.
And now it's a challenge, and I'm like,
Holy cow.
what is going on? Why would you want to set yourself on fire?
Right.
Maybe that's
Right.
one reason I'm afraid of fire. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. Whew. Go ahead and with the next one, my dear.
This is the ice cream challenge. The person will take ice cream from the store freezer and lick the top of the ice cream and then put it back on and then put it back in the freezer.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. I seen videos of this being done, and they ended up putting where if you went to go buy an ice cream and the seal was off, you can tell the manager or whatever.
Right.
I'm not sure if they have those seals. It's been a while since I bought ice cream, so I'm not sure if they're continuing to put those seals on. But yeah, that's just gross. Mm-hmm. And it makes you not want to shop. It makes
Right, exactly.
Ice cream wasn't the only thing they were doing it to. I've seen a video of a guy drinking juice and putting it back on the shelf, taking a bite out of fruit and putting it back on, and I'm like, come on, people, have respect. Where's this? Where is the respect for people? Mm-hmm. Don't think about yourself. Think about others and how they would feel when they go to the store and shop.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And these poor kids are gonna have kids of their own one day.
And like their mom always said, one day they're going to act just like you.
Yep. The next one really makes me mad. This is the 48-hour challenge. This one, okay, so a teen will leave their home for 48 hours, okay, and will not tell anyone. The more people that share a social media post that their child is missing, the more points the teen will get. This makes, okay, so I gotta tell you, I have 2 teens, okay. If my daughter left for 48 hours, I would go berserk. I'd be texting everybody. I'd be posting constantly. Have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my daughter? So she would probably get a lot of points for this.
Yes.
When she came home, she would be getting a whooping. I would be so scared.
She wouldn't be able to sit till next Tuesday.
I'm telling you. So teens out there, if you're listening, don't put your parents through this. Don't. It's not worth it.
No.
Play April Fool's jokes like we do. Let's see. One I did this year was we tied a water bottle up to our kitchen door. So as soon as my daughter opened the door, she got splashed with water.
Or tie a rubber band around the hose that when you turn on the sink, it sprays you.
Yeah, my husband did that to me. There's other jokes than scaring your parents to death, thinking you got kidnapped. So don't do it.
The Chubby Bunny Challenge. This is where a child will stuff as much marshmallows in their mouth, and the child with the most wins. Mm-hmm. This can be dangerous because it causes choking.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this either, that marshmallows, when you choke on them, they swell in your throat, so it's really hard to even do the finger sweep to get it out.
Right.
I have a 2-year-old. I don't let him eat marshmallows unless they're the little tiny baby ones. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and hot dogs are the same way. That's why you have to cut, for a baby, you have to cut hot dogs long ways and then cut it like this. Because they swell as well in your throat.
You learn something new every day.
Yep. So with the Chubby Bunny Challenge, no. Yeah, no.
No. Not a good idea.
No. And then there's the hot pepper challenge, which I didn't put on here, but there's this one where they take hot peppers and try to eat. See, and there's a lot of people that try that. There's restaurants that will pay your food if
Right.
you get wings, the hotter they are, and that's fine. That's you're signing a waivers, stuff
Right.
like that. But it's not, it's not kids doing it, and not knowing the risks. Because
Right.
if you take a ghost pepper, you can literally burn your,
Really?
yeah.
Ooh, Jawawa.
Yeah. Now, okay.
Fun
Now,
one.
I know, so excited. Now, let's move on to some fun challenges the kids can do while they are stuck at home because of school shutdowns.
Woo!
Yeah, I was talking to the youth. Okay, I gotta tell you this. This is awful. There's a couple of girls in my youth group. Their school is finally opening up this year. It's
Really?
May.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, why are you opening when school's almost over?
Exactly. 2 more months, or maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, a month and a half. And she said, yeah, we'll probably be shut down again. Give it a week. I'm like, that confuses, for one, the schedule.
Right.
That confuses the teachers. That confuses the parents if they need daycare or whatever. They
Right.
gotta figure out, stuff like that. So. Okay, Melissa, what is our first fun challenge?
Eat it or wear it.
Oh, we should do this one, huh?
Oh yeah. This is where there could be a bag of food for each participant, and they either have to say eat it or wear it.
And they don't know what's in the bag.
Exactly.
It could be dog food. It could be spaghetti. It could be...
Baby food.
Yeah. They don't know what's in the bag. It's in a brown paper bag. They have no idea. My son's teacher did this on camera, I think either earlier this year for, because the kids were doing really good in that class. And so she did the eat it or wear it challenge. And I think she ended up eating it. I don't remember what it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
DJ already does that.
I know, right? He does. He eats it or wears it. He doesn't care.
He does both. Eats
Right.
it and wears it.
Oh my gosh,
He's so cute.
We were doing this one. I should have recorded it when I cleaned the house on Friday. We were doing this one. It's the bottle flipping challenge. This one's fun, okay? This is where a person takes a bottle halfway full and they throw it in the air to see if it lands right side up. You take a water bottle by the lid, and of course it's closed, it's halfway full, and then you throw it, and you have to see if it's gonna land. None of us got it. Even DJ got into it. My 2-year-old, he was
Awesome.
He was throwing it. It's so much fun.
He's got a good arm.
He does. And we were laughing so much with that one.
The mannequin challenge. A group of people will get together, pose, and then freeze in place while someone with a camera walks around recording the scene while music plays. Even celebrities have gotten into this one, including Michelle Obama and Ellen and Adele.
Yep. And I'm going to try to find a clip of that to put in here because I think that I've seen it actually happen. Well, okay, I'm walking around, then all of a sudden I
Struck a pose.
and people think, oh my gosh, is she a man?
Right.
And then what's really cool is when people are walking by, you can go, and scare them.
the living tar out of them.
You just have to learn how to stay very still. See, this would not be good for my son, Alex.
Wouldn't be good for me either. I can't
No.
sit still to save my life.
She can't. Okay, this one my kids beg for me to do all the time. It's a scavenger hunt. This includes hiding items outside or in the house, and have a list for the teens. And I gotta tell you, they love it. Okay, so I'll hide pieces of stuff all around the house, and then I'll make a list of what they have to find. And sometimes they work in teams, sometimes they want to work alone. And I gotta tell you, the teamwork I've seen with my 2 kids, they've been begging me to do another one too. I should really get on that.
We should do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
How did you say that?
Unbelievable.
Exactly what she said. I can't copy that. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh yeah.
What's the next one?
Dun dun dun.
Is it yours? Nope. Okay, so that was the last on the challenges. That's my fault. Okay, so
We're not together.
yeah. Well, Okay.
Doodly-doo.
Doodly-doo. Exactly. So now we're going to go on to teen violence. It has been in the news a lot lately. I pray for, oh my gosh, do I pray for the lost souls? I've prayed so much for these kids that don't know better or do know better and don't care.
Right.
The ones that their parents are too busy to know what their kids are doing out on the street. The ones that they don't have a good home to go to. We don't know their situations. Okay?
Right, exactly.
We are not judging. We
No.
just want to help these kids.
Right.
You know? The first one I have is teen violence is a terrible thing. We all know this.
Right.
I have watched a lot of news with... Okay. So teens are stealing cars, breaking into houses, and even worse, crimes such as murder has happened in the last couple of years. Watching the news is kind of sad. I have some examples that we'll be bringing up, but just remember, we're not here to judge. We just want to pray. We want to spread love. If you see a teen struggling, or even younger, so we can stop this, anybody who is struggling with emotions, mental illness, help them. Don't just say, I'll pray for you and walk away.
Right.
Be there for them. Have a, maybe they don't even want to have their solution fixed. Maybe they just want somebody to hear them, to vent.
Right.
You don't have to come up with solutions.
Right.
All you got to do is talk to them and, and I know sometimes it's like, oh, okay, this person's down again. I don't know if I want to go see them. They bring me down. Try to cheer them up. Be a happy face, right?
Exactly.
Make a card for them. Buy them a small little toy or something, something that makes them so they know that you care. They might not have people that care for them.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Melissa.
Remember to pray for the young souls who've lost in this world. They may not know that they're, like she said, that someone's out there and who's missing them, who care for them are missing them.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there, kids and teenagers, little kids, there's lots of them. And just a little act of kindness can change, make a difference in anyone's life.
Even, let's say, they're bored at home because of all this COVID and you just want to go rescue them and take them to your house and watch a Disney movie with them. They would love that. Buy a whole bunch of junk food.
Oh, yeah.
Sit on the floor in front of the TV. If you don't have pets, I have pets, so we have to put them up in a different room so they don't grab our junk food. We do this all the time. I go to the store, buy a whole bunch of junk food, lay it out, okay, and we have like kind of a junk food picnic, and we pick a movie and we sit and watch it.
Yeah. And I'm a Disney nerd.
Yeah.
Love Disney.
So let's say their parents are working and they are so bored. If you are a friend, an aunt, somebody, uncle, an older brother or sister, pick the kid up, take them back to your place, give them a whole bunch of junk food, send them back home. No.
Yeah.
Because quality time matters. You don't even have to, you could even make popcorn. Okay?
Right, exactly.
You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to make the kids know that you care.
Yep. Just picking up the phone and even calling them.
Yeah. And what teenager doesn't have one of these? Okay. Okay. Text them and say, hey, how's your day going?
Right.
Be there for them. Because I know parents are working. They have to make ends meet. Not everybody has the opportunity to be stay-at-home mom or dad.
Right, exactly.
So just help out your neighbor, help out a friend, help out a relative, anybody that needs help with their kids. Don't say, well, it's their business.
Right, exactly.
Everybody needs to help raise kids because that's what I want. I want people to come by and say, hey, how's your kids doing today? Or do you need me to watch your kids so you can go and get a few hours of mommy time or whatever, you know? So, because I appreciate that, Who's up, me or you?
You.
Am I? Okay. Sorry, I got way off into the rabbit hole right there, so that was
Get out of the rabbit hole!
I should. It's kind of dark in there.
Yeah, I know.
just recently, and if you guys watch the news or seen it on social media, you might have seen this, but just recently a 13-year-old boy died by the hand of a police officer. The officer shot him because he was running from him. The teen was carrying the gun as well. The officer did not know that the teen had dropped the gun behind a fence. So, yeah. I just...
Where they're getting the guns, where they're...
He was with a 21-year-old. I think your card might say that. I'm not sure. This one was kind of hard to do research on because, like I said, I have teenagers.
Right.
And knowing that this kind of violence is out there, I could never see my sweet little babies doing this.
Right.
They're not babies anymore, but, you know.
Right. To you, they'll always be babies.
I know. They're my babies.
Because this was at 3:30 in the morning. The teen was hanging out with a 21-year-old. If this young man was at home in bed where he should have been, he might still be alive today.
Yep. And I don't blame the cop because what happened was the boy, when he dropped the gun, he was reaching like this and putting his hands up. And it was dark, mind you. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
The cop had no idea if he dropped the gun or not.
Exactly.
So I don't blame the cop. He didn't want to be shot. He has a family to go home to, you know. And he probably didn't even know it was a 13-year-old boy at the time either. He probably didn't. So all of it's hard. You got to think about what the cop is going through.
Right.
What the family of the 13-year-old boy is going through. I'm not blaming the parents. They did say, however, the boy did not have a father. And that's most of the cause. That's why we're doing a lot of stuff with the parents and stuff. Like, especially next month, June Romance. How to reconnect with kids and stuff like that, too. Because...
Right.
If there's not a father in the picture, a lot of violence happens.
Right.
Especially when the mom has to work and not be home. So, because they get their influence by other people. They get their influence by older, people, TV, social media.
Gangs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Movies, even.
Yeah.
And if you're not home to influence them and tell them, okay, the movies are fine, but don't ever,
repeat what's on the movies.
Exactly. So... And okay, so this one was even more recent. This one, a young lady of 16 died by the hands of a police officer because she was wielding a knife. Okay, they say there was a knife fight. It was not a knife fight because the other girl did not have a knife. She was wielding a knife at another girl. She was inches away from stabbing the other girl, and if the cop did not shoot her, the other girl would have died. This is what I said, or this is what I call a lose-lose situation. You have
Most definitely
one girl about to stab the other girl, and if she did succeed, she would have stabbed her where she would have been fatally injured. And then you have the cop that had to make the split decision on shoot her or let her stab somebody. Either way, you're losing somebody.
Exactly.
And the bad part about all these, okay, is here's a white cop shooting a black teenager. Color should not even play a part.
No, it should not.
You should look at the facts.
Nothing but the facts, ma'am.
Yep.
Nothing but the facts. One thing that research suggests about teen violence is that the media has a part to play. Violent video games or even other influences.
Like we mentioned.
Right.
Yep. I know my kids play violent video games, but I'm there to tell them, this is all fake. It's okay to do this. And they're not on it 24/7. Actually, my son's been begging me to buy him a new bike ever since his was stolen because he wants to go bike riding. So I'll probably end up, doing that. So,
Right. Awesome.
Yep. Let's see. We need to watch our youth a little bit better. Possibly put a Bible in their hands.
Yes, we need, if you see a kid who's, alone or something, and the kid,
Yeah.
take them to church with you.
Yeah.
If they're by themselves, take them to church with you. Don't force them, but,
And
offer.
always ask their parents, 'cause
Right,
they might have a different religious belief. But I agree. I 100% agree. If you have a neighbor and you can see that their parents work on Sunday or whatever, their kid's home alone, you can ask, hey, can I take them to church with me? I'm leaving at so-and-so time.
Right,
I'll take them out to
exactly.
lunch afterwards.
Exactly.
They might have the time of their life. I had a young girl that's never been to church when I never been to church, but never was at Hopevale before. This last Sunday was her first time.
Awesome.
Yep, and she had so much fun. You could just see it on her eyes. You can't see because of the mask.
Right,
but
you can see it radiating in her eyes.
She was having a blast, especially when we played Four Corners.
Oh, that's fun. I love that
like
game.
6 games of Four Corners. It was so much fun.
Awesome.
So yeah, like put a Bible in the hand, read them a couple of verses, something they'll relate to. Maybe something will click.
Right. Spend quality time, you know. Don't let the statistics don't let someone you know become a statistic.
Exactly. Don't, if you know there's a troubled teen, there's always help. What we say yesterday was revival, right? It's like God, what did I write down? Okay, hold on. God works on the undead to make them alive or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll
get it.
Yeah, just because you think they're a lost cause.
No one's a lost cause. No one is a lost cause.
They're not a lost cause until they're in the grave. Mm-hmm. Remember that. Even if you have teens at home that you think, oh gosh, what am I going to do with this? Keep praying. Have people pray for them. Figure out a hobby they love to do and encourage it.
Yes.
If they like to do woodworking, encourage it. Buy the supplies. Mm-hmm. You know, if they like to paint or anything like that, encourage it.
Yes.
If they like to sing, even if you think they're tone deaf and they can't sing worth a darn,
encourage it. That just gives them more, strength for it and something they look forward to.
Yep. And teach them how to play nice. Mm-hmm. Definitely. We have a lot of fun doing these videos. I really hope you guys are enjoying these. And if we can do anything different, please put it in the comments down below of what we could do different.
Stop fighting.
Stop fighting. Yeah.
Us fight? Never.
Are you up or am I up?
I don't know. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. When you're only halfway up, you're neither up or down. Okay.
She's goofy.
Duh.
Does that mean I'm Donald?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. You're a duck.
Quack.
I understand that parents have to work and it's not easy watching teens all day long. So I believe we as a nation should come up with ways to help.
Yeah, definitely. A great idea is starting a youth program in your area.
Yeah.
If you have time, funds, heck, you don't even need funds. Find a backyard with a basketball hoop and just buy a couple basketballs and say, hey, teens, come on over.
Exactly.
I don't think funds should be poured into a whole bunch of stuff, but if you have the opportunity and parents want to have their teens come over and you do a background check and everybody's safe and all that, grab the teens, play basketball. Okay.
Maybe not grab them. That might be a little too.
I know. Okay. Yeah. Well, don't physically grab the teens. Offer them a safe place. I love youth group because all the teens are there. We had so much fun. We danced to 4 songs last night. It was so much fun. I was so sweaty. But that's where teens need to be. They need to be with other teens.
Yes.
In a safe, happy, positive environment.
Yes. Where they can go and feel safe.
Not with gangs, not with guns, not with swearing and all that.
Right, exactly.
Like I said, even in a backyard with a basketball hoop, a bonfire pit. Do something fun. And keep the rubbing alcohol away from the bonfire pit. We don't need the whole fire challenge happening there. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like I said before, if you viewers have any suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. Any suggestions on what kind of video you want to see, any quality suggestions like lighting, sound quality, anything to make these videos better. Me and her not goofing around too much, or me and her goofing around more. Stuff like that. Any other thoughts on commenting? What else do you want them to comment? Anything Prayer requests. Also,
Exactly.
yes, please put your prayer request up. We have a email address. I forgot to mention this one, the other one, but we have an email address. It's circleback and the number 2 God@yahoo.com. We have a Facebook page, Circle Back to God. We are getting out there. We got shirts. We got cups. We have business cards. Maybe one day we'll have a phone number.
Oh, that would be scary. No.
I know, right? Hey.
Hello?
Yeah. No, that would be scary.
Ringing off the hook.
I'd have to shut the phone off at like 10 o'clock at night because I'm... Yeah. So anybody with a 2-year-old knows that they go, oh, yeah, I go to bed.
You go night-night.
Oh, hold on.
Can you count?
No, I can't. Go ahead. I can't count today.
She has 2 teenagers as well. And she'll never say, that she's a great parent, but she tries to do her best.
I try.
There's some days she wants to pull her hair out.
Oh my gosh. It's probably why
She gives a good education and love.
I do.
And she
don't
teaches them the Bible.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, my kids, John 3:16, they know it by heart.
That was my first verse I ever memorized.
Yep. Alex and Mary both go to youth group. They both have, oh my gosh. I didn't record it. I should have. My son was dancing so hard he fell on his butt.
That would have been so cute.
My daughter's youth leader was watching. She's like, I got exhausted just from watching Alex dance.
That is awesome.
They have so much fun. And my daughter has extreme social anxiety. When I took her last year to youth group for the first time, she literally was covering her face. She did not want to go in. It took her 6 months to finally get comfortable. And now she loves going.
That is so awesome.
Isn't it? So anything to help the teens, I homeschool both of my teens. I have a 2-year-old at home that runs around. I'll probably be homeschooling him all the way from Head Start all the way up. I haven't decided if I'm putting him in the school system at all yet. I do give him a lot of love, a lot of attention.
So do I.
Yeah.
I give him a lot of love and a lot of attention.
And you spoil him to death. That's what aunties are supposed to do, though.
Yes, yes, I am.
With this pandemic, oh gosh, the pandemic. Okay, with this pandemic, people are losing control.
That's all they're losing.
I know. We need to get it back, people. Get it back. Our teens are getting bored. Yes, they are. Okay, so my teens were definitely getting bored. And even though they never had to lose schooling, because they always had it there, but they were getting bored during the shutdown. Show them there are ways to have fun besides hurting others or themselves. A lot of these challenges were here even before the pandemic, but I know there's going to be probably more spiking up. I haven't seen any recent ones, anything like that, but go ahead, dear.
Like, watch movies with them, play card games. I know my Oma, which is grandma in German.
She learned something new today.
Aha! Oh my gosh, that was our thing. We just love to play card games. Euchre, Polish euchre.
Polish euchre.
Yeah. You never heard of Polish euchre?
Never heard of Polish euchre. That reminds me, when I was younger, we used to play. I told you the story about when my mom, we had a snow day at school, and my mom was going to go to work, and I told her, I said, I'll pay you your wages if you stay home and play games with me all day. So she did, and I paid her as soon as I got paid, because I worked at McDonald's, so I'm like, why not,
Right.
We had so many memories just sitting around the kitchen table playing games all day long.
Yeah.
Rainy days, even snowy days.
Yeah.
Even summer days when we were outside on the porch, we would take some games outside.
Oh, yeah.
I still do that now, so.
Yep.
So do anything with them.
Right.
Ride a bike.
Yeah.
Ride a
Strike
bike.
up a conversation with the kids,
Yeah.
Have a dance party when you're cleaning.
Oh my gosh, I did that the other day. Oh
It's so
my
much
gosh.
fun.
I had my broom. My kids were rolling their eyes, but I had my broom and I'm dancing and singing with my broom. And there was a really good song on, and they came in the room. They were like, okay. Because you got to make cleaning fun.
Exactly. Because if you don't.
If you're a drill sergeant,
Right.
they're going to get bored and angry.
Right, exactly. You gotta make everything fun.
Yeah.
Because if you make it a chore, they're not gonna want to do it.
Yeah, I try to make it fun too, because if I say chore in my head, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go.
I don't want to do it, man.
So I'm like, okay, let's blast the music. Let's do this. And that's what we do. So
Let's do it to it.
exactly. Any other suggestions are welcome. Like I said before, any other suggestions. And I put this on here so I wouldn't forget to ask for suggestions. Because my brain, 3 kids at home, kind of.
You got a brain fart.
Exactly.
And they aren't pretty.
Oh, so let's see. So comment, subscribe, like the button.
Like the button.
Like the button. Hit the like button, I meant to say. If you guys want a Circle Back to God cup
or
a shirt, let us know. We can have them made for you. But I think that is about it. What do you think? Next week, we're doing one on bullying. Okay, there's going to be cyberbullying and regular bullying, like bullying. Wow, I can't talk. I know, right? And then
We need a nap.
There's also going to be one that's going to be a harder topic, but it is really angering me. I can't talk today. I do need a nap.
Yeah, that too.
There you go. There you go. So we go to sleep. Anyway, the next one after bullying for next Wednesday, it's going to be on trans kids, only because it's everywhere right now. It's a whole movement. It needs to be discussed. We need to put biblical truth back into the world, people. God needs to come back and be here with us all, not just the ones that believe. He needs to. People that don't believe need to believe again.
Yes, most definitely.
We need God.
Yes, we do.
What's the shirt that your dad was wearing? You need Jesus?
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus. Amen
Y'all.
to that. Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all.
So, comment, subscribe, like us, find us on Facebook, and email us. We look forward to any communication so we know you guys are not asleep out there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, it's raining out. I think you really do need a nap, don't you?
Yes.
We will see you next. We may end up doing our hands and feet video this week. We're not sure. We got to see how the weather plays out.
It's Michigan. What can I tell you?
Exactly, because we're gonna we have something really fun planned for outside. So hopefully, we also pray for the nice weather. Verse that we almost forgot to do, and it is Philippians 4 through 4 through 9. Chapter 4. Starting at verse 4 through 9, okay? It says, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all, okay? The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guide your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is
admirable.
Thank you.
Yep.
Wow. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the Lord of peace will be with you. That is exactly what we're trying to do. We are trying to put God's love into practice. We're trying to spread it around because everybody needs love.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
So catch us for next week's videos. It'll be really excellent, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Hey, this is the bottle flipping challenge. These are my 2 kids. They are going to show you how it's done. Marielle, go ahead and start us off. She did not get it. What is your technique, Marielle?
I just keep flipping
What about yours, Alex?
All in the wrist.
All in the wrist. Okay.
I just do this.
Let's see if they get it.
I mean, I'm good at frisbee, so I'm usually good at this.
Looks like she goes a little bit lower. Alex goes higher.
Hit me in the face. And it's also depending on how hard you put the pulse.
Yep.
Because if you do it just right, your wrist will go in the perfect direction. It will go high enough and flip. Oh God!
Okay, and it can be a little bit dangerous, but not as dangerous as setting yourself on fire like we've mentioned earlier in this video. And you can also hurt yourself by dropping it on your own toes.
The last one might have worked if Mariel wasn't in the way. Yeah, that was...
That almost worked if the couch didn't hit it down.
No, it was still gonna be bad because I didn't even use my wrist still.
And it's way over there.
If you do throw it too far away sometimes, though, it's good exercise.
Yes, you get exercise doing this. Ooh, so close. We'll do a couple more tries. Oh, no.
I must be the winner.
One try for Alex, one try for Mary, and then one try for Alex, and then I will let you guys have the rest of your... Oh! Okay, Alex, one more try. Oh, good job. One more try. See, they love it so much they don't ever want to end.
No!
Okay. Good job, you guys.
I'm really, now your cup's in front of your face, see that?
Move it.
There you go.
Gotta move it, move it.
Okay, get my foot in here. There we go. Right.
That sounds personal.
I know, right? Ready?
Wetty.
Okay. Hello, I'm Kim. No, but I don't like it. Okay, we gotta do that again.
You sound a little, just a little.
Okay, let's do it again. Ready?